One of the things that is critical to getting a high writing score in TOEFL is using a variety of sentence structures. If you don't show the examiners a wide range, you'll get a low score, even if everything else is perfect, and this will bring down your overall writing score. My name is Jay, and in this lesson, we're going to talk about sentences. I'm going to show you what a sentence is. I'm going to show you the 4 sentence types, and then we're going to look at 5 ways that you can vary your sentences using different sentence starters. Let's get cracking. 5 ways to start your sentences in TOEFL writing. So let's compare all 4 sentence types in English. There are only 4 of them, and let's put them in the context of a really boring essay topic like tax. So we have simple sentences, subject, verb, object, like employees pay tax. Then there are compound sentences, which means that you join 2 simple sentences together using a conjunction. Employees pay tax because they earn money. Then there are complex sentences, and these ones are important to include in your essay. They include a subject, verb, object, plus another sentence part, like even if they don't want to. As in, employees pay tax even if they don't want to. Finally, we've got the most complicated sentence type of all, the compound complex sentence, which is a big combination of all the sentences together, like employees pay tax because they earn money even if they don't want to. Cool, I think now you have the foundations you need to begin learning how to make really stylish sentences. Sentences that you can use in your love letters or in your TOEFL essays. Let's take a look at sentence starter number 1. Start your sentence with a verb-ing, otherwise known as a gerund. You know all the verby kind of words that have an ing ending, like taking, or going, or racketeering? Well, you can start your simple, compound, complex, or compound complex sentences using one of these words. Let me show you how. Paying tax is unavoidable in many countries. Here we have a simple sentence where paying tax is playing the role of the subject or sentence topic, and the first word is an ing word, paying. If we were to make it a compound sentence, you could simply add one of those conjunctions to join another complete sentence like paying tax is unavoidable in many countries because governments monitor individuals closely. And if we were to write a complex sentence, we could say, although some people don't want to, paying tax is unavoidable. Here, the ing word, paying, or the subject, paying tax, is playing the role of the sentence subject. Pretty cool, huh? And if we look at the compound complex sentence, we can see, although some people don't want to, paying tax is unavoidable in many countries because governments monitor individuals closely. This is a nice sentence. It's rich, it's long, it's accurate. And if you were to write a few of those types of sentences into your essay, it'll help you quite a lot. Let's look at sentence starter number 2. Start your sentence with a prepositional phrase. Hey, where's my pen?
It's probably on the floor.
Ah, no, it's not. It's right here in my pocket. Okay, I'm just mucking around, but by prepositional phrase, I'm referring to words like on or in or at or away. You know the ones. So let's look at that simple sentence we wrote before. Paying tax is unavoidable in many countries. See the prepositional phrase in many countries? They always start with a preposition. Let's pick it up and move it to the start of the sentence and pop a little comma after it. In many countries, paying tax is unavoidable. Voila! So we've started a sentence with a prepositional phrase. Pretty neat, hey? And that ing word is still playing the role of the subject or the topic of the sentence. Let's look at another one. Start your sentence with an adverb. Adverbs are those words that usually have an ly ending, like occasionally, or honestly, or luckily. So let's start a sentence about tax using the adverb interestingly. Interestingly, some people believe that everyone should pay the same amount of tax no matter what their income level is. What the adverb has done here is show my opinion about the idea in this sentence. I think what some people believe about tax is interesting. I could also write concerningly or worryingly, etc. Cool, that's adverbs. Now let's look at starting a sentence with a subordinating conjunction. A what, you ask? That's right. Start your sentence with a subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunctions is a crazy term for connecting words. Let's take a look at some of them. These words can show comparison, like whereas or whether, or concession, like although or despite, a condition, unless or in case, time, after or before, a reason, because or so that. So if we begin a sentence with one of these subordinating conjunctions, we could write, despite taxes being somewhat burdensome, they do allow governments to distribute money more evenly. I really do encourage you to practice writing sentences using these subordinating conjunctions, as they immediately create complex sentences which are important for your score. Okay, let's look at one final sentence starter. Start your sentence with a pronoun. So in your essay, you are allowed to use personal pronouns like I, me, or my. You don't want to overdo it, but the essay does want to know your position or your opinion. And to do that, sometimes you must refer to yourself. Here's how you should do it in a sentence. My opinion is that taxes are an essential part of any functional society. That was an easy one. Now, of course, there are many different ways to start sentences, and we just looked at 5 of them. The critical thing to remember on test day is that you need to vary your sentence structures. So you need to start your sentences differently. You need to have a variety of simple, compound, complex, and compound complex sentences. You can even throw in a question or a conditional if sentence if you want. But you also need to make sure your sentences are grammatically accurate, so it's a bit of a balancing act. If you find any of this in any way confusing, then come along to our live classes at e2language.com, where our expert teachers will lead you through test practice, and of course, you can get writing feedback from them as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon.